Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, what's up? It's Wednesday, folks. Welcome back, I guess I should say, because I was not around yesterday. Well, I was, let's face it, I was actually around, I just wasn't live streaming. I was busy with other shit. Among the many things that I did yesterday, as I was away from streaming, I completely power washed my driveway, which cleaned it significantly. I mean, there was a tremendous amount of disgusting, like, moss and dirt and shit on it. But in addition to that, sadly, there was also more moss that did not come off. So I was like, well, I got the day away from streaming. Let me run over to Lowe's, and I'll grab a few things while I'm there that I know I'm going to need anyway. So I ended up going to, like, Target. And I got sunburnt pretty bad when I was power washing, because guess what? Yesterday it was supposed to be completely cloudy. That was the actual weather that was, you know, scheduled here from weathermen or weather people who are so reliable, of course. It was completely sunny, not a cloud in the sky. So I go outside to do the power washing. I'm like, oh shit. And I don't have any sunblock. So I go out there, it took about 2 hours in the sun, and then I'm completely sunburnt. By the way, I'm completely sunburnt. My face, honestly, isn't that bad, and my neck is burnt, but not that bad. It's my arms. My arms are, like, badly sunburnt from being in the sun for 2 hours. So I went to Target to buy sunblock, so next time this happens, I have it, but also to get some cortisone cream, so that I would not itch, and it would, I also had some, like, aloe vera in it to rehydrate my arms, because I'm sure the skin soon is going to start peeling, as usually happens when I get sunburnt. Then I headed over to Lowe's, and I bought, Moss Killer, which is some very potent fucking stuff. Let me warn you guys, if you're ever going to buy Moss Killer, it fucking smells horrible, and the fumes will knock you out. So you got to be very careful when using this stuff. And I also bought some Spider Killer, because as you know, I have a spider problem here in Washington. They are very common, these big brown spiders that I get sometimes in the house. So, and then I went and grabbed some food, came home, ate. And incidentally, it was so funny. I come home, and I eat quickly. I had like a sandwich, and I walk into my living room, and there's a giant fucking brown spider staring me in the face. Like, literally just staring at me. I'm like, dude, boy, is it a good thing that I bought this spider killer today. So I tested it, and guess what? It absolutely worked. So I killed the spider, which did not belong in my living room, after a big staring match. And, let's see, after that, what did I do? Shit, I did so much shit yesterday. Here we go. That was not even the half of it. So then, I had a shitload of bills to pay. Then I had to pay my taxes. Did all that shit. Then I filmed 2 private Q&A videos for patrons from August. Got that done. And sent them to the patrons appropriately. Then I filmed my video where I did a walkthrough of my DSPGaming channel, going through all my videos that have been demonetized. Okay? So if you haven't seen it yet, this video is fascinating, folks. Like, it was about 40 minutes that I walked through all my videos. I was blown away at some of the things that YouTube now thinks are not advertiser friendly. You cannot use dirty potty mouth language. You cannot use the word ass, boobs, tits, dicks, sex, voyeur. Of all the words that confuse the living hell out of me, voyeur. Do not use the word voyeur. Seriously, voyeur is like a word that's not even adult oriented. But to YouTube it is, apparently. Some really stupid shit. And then, of course, finding out that thumbnails also can get you in trouble. Any game that basically had a thumbnail with a sexy woman on it, that was it. It was demonetized. Certain game series, such as Outlast, Wolfenstein, and of all things, The Evil Within, completely blacklisted from getting advertisements. Why? Answer me this question. Why is The Evil Within demonetized automatically, but not Resident Evil? Right? It's the same fucking game creator made both series. They both have the same kind of gore. Like, it literally makes no sense at all. It's completely nonsensical. I mean, it's just so stupid. But hey, for 40 minutes, I went through all the videos and found all these commonalities. So if you want an education, please watch the video on DSPGaming. And I would ask that if you find the video useful at all, please spread the word. Let other people check it out, because I have not seen a single person on YouTube actually do that. What I've seen is people who have been blacklisted. Alright. If you haven't seen it, you know, people who've been completely blacklisted on YouTube, so it means they don't get any ads at all. No matter what kind of video they upload. I know from firsthand because KO Gaming is one of those channels that got completely blacklisted on me. So that's why I'm not using it anymore. But I see people like, oh, so now I'm going to try to censor myself to get ads. Oh, look, I still didn't get ads. Like, no, dude, you're blacklisted. Every video you upload gets demonetized no matter what. It doesn't even run the algorithm on you. You just don't get ads. All right? So, ladies and gents, that was a fun one. But anyway, that was my day yesterday. Like, I swear to God, I did just as much, if not more work yesterday than I do on a day when I do double gaming streams. So I was busy as hell, okay? But while all that was going down, I managed to get in contact with Venomous Fatman, who actually I had planned on doing co-op with Venomous Fatman in Destiny 2, like, from the get-go. Like, that was one of the people who I wanted to do stuff with in Destiny 2, because I knew he was going to be covering the game, being that he's a gaming journalist. And, you know, it didn't work out because he lives in Florida, and as you know, Hurricane Irma decimated, you know, the whole Caribbean, and then slammed against Florida. And first of all, I have to say this. Thank God Hurricane Irma wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. Like, they thought Florida was going to be completely submerged. It was not. It was bad, and a lot of Floridians are still without power and having issues. I actually know someone in Puerto Rico, and basically they told me that Puerto Rico is completely screwed because no one has power. They're all running on generators right now because the whole infrastructure of electricity is down. But the problem is the generators run on natural gas, and natural gas is running out. And now they're starting to, like, have price gouges and shit. Like, oh my God. It's terrible, man. I feel, I mean, obviously, I have to feel awful about what's going on right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, just keep in mind, there's no, you know, climate change or anything, right? No, just believe those people, politicians. Oh, there's no climate change. What are you talking about? 2 of the worst hurricanes in recorded history back to back? Oh, that's a boulder dash. Okay, whatever. But anyway, I digress. Yes, Venomous Fatman was without power for the entire weekend into this week. So now finally he's got power back. And he's actually, I believe he's in the 250s of light level in Destiny 2. So he's going to be joining me today along with Brian, you know, I Am Forever Strong, who also is in the 250s. And we're going to be taking on the Nightfall strike. I've heard it's incredibly difficult, that you need to basically beat it within only a few minutes. And the way it works is that enemies have, like, certain weakness types, and you have to keep switching between weapons to focus on the weaknesses, or else you can't really beat it in time. I'm only at 232, my light level, so I just barely qualify for the Nightfall mission. And, I don't know how it's going to go. If we, you know, obviously if we can't beat it right away, maybe what we'll do is we'll go and try to grind a little bit and get better equipment to get me buffed a little bit. So, I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes and see if we can beat it or not. I have no idea how this is going to go. This could be... This could go awful, or it could go very successful. Now, the ultimate goal of today's session in Destiny 2, is to try to get me buffed up, or get us all buffed up, not just me, but everyone, you know, that I'll be playing with, to the level where we could do the raid. The raid apparently is like, I guess to actually do the raid, you have to be level 260, but I guess what everyone's saying is you actually want to be successful at the raid, you have to be around 270, or something like that. So, I'm not there yet, but, I mean, I made some pretty good gains on, what was it, 2 days ago? So that would have been Monday. I gained over 20 power level, just in one session, and that was just doing standard just standard strikes and random, world events. What do they call them? Public events? Yes, public events. So just doing that stuff, I was pretty successful in gaining levels. So now if we're doing the Nightfall missions, I may do even better, right? I may be able to gain even more, especially if every time we complete it, I'm getting 1 or 2 pieces of loot that's really good and up in my power level. So we'll see how it goes today. All right, we'll see how it goes. And go from there. Hoping I can do the raid. I want to do the raid. The problem is I have to hit the level to do it, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit it this week, because this coming Friday, ladies and gents, we've got Dishonored, Death to the Outsider. This is the standalone expansion to Dishonored 2, and I'm excited to try it out. That comes out Friday. And keep in mind, this coming Tuesday, folks, we've got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I will be playing, extensively, trying out all the characters and game modes and online play and everything. So we got 2 new games on the docket. So, the week that I've had here to play Destiny 2 has been fun, but very shortly I'm not going to have this full time to concentrate on Destiny 2 anymore. All right. So, we'll see how it goes. We will see. Also, keep in mind, I'm going to complete Knack 2 later tonight. That's my second stream. I'm guaranteed to beat it because I've only got about an hour and a half, I believe, left in the game. So definitely that will conclude tonight. I hope you'll check that out tonight with me. And then that means that we were going to have the return of Mario plus Rabbids shortly. That'll be good because I really like Mario plus Rabbids, and I've been away from it for over a week now, to play other stuff. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, a few quick things to talk about. First of all, I want to say thank you to anyone who, while I wasn't here yesterday, actually cheered, because a bunch of people did. Just a few. I can't actually read out all of them because they're not all captured properly in Muxy. But in particular, Golden Colts, as well as Game Master 2003 is dead, and let's see here. I'm trying to see if there was anyone else, because these 2 guys cheered a bunch while I wasn't even here. This morning, Boomhauer8606 subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Boomhauer. And it looks like this morning, Vera was actually cheering a bunch. I think Vera actually was cheering to earn her new cheering badge. You know how it changes once you hit a certain cheering level? So thank you to all of you who cheered while I was away. That's very much appreciated, because obviously, folks, if I'm not here, I can't, I'm not earning, right? If I'm not here, I'm not earning anything. And it's very much appreciated that you guys and gals support me, even when I'm not here actively streaming. That's awesome. Thank you for that. I'm very appreciative, all right? Now, let's just quickly go through the plugs, and then I'll get set up here. We'll get started. So first of all, folks, I don't know if you've heard, but I did actually set up my Patreon for this month. My Patreon goal for this month is the Halloween goal. Yes, the same goal that I tried to do last month and did not hit. We're doing it again this month. I really want to do a Halloween marathon. I really want to dress up and get festive for you. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I mean, the entire month of October, I typically am watching horror-themed content myself. I really get into a festive mood for it. And I've done a Halloween marathon the past 2 years because we've hit the goal the past 2 years. So I know people want it. It's just the fact that I know there's a lot of other stuff going on right now. I mean, the last time I tried to do the goal last month, it was the summer. So people probably weren't thinking about Halloween during the summer. People were supporting me in other ways, like, tipping me on the stream and stuff like that, which I appreciate. And, we also had hurricanes and stuff hitting, and people were being very charitable to other people. So I could kind of understand why we didn't hit the goal last month, all right? This month, we're a lot closer to Halloween. We've got a little bit over 2 weeks left. If you'd like to pledge to my Patreon for this month, if we hit the goal, and if you pledge $5 or more, you get 2 things. It's a double reward month, all right? Number 1, you'll be nominating and voting on what horror-themed games I'll be actually playing during this marathon. So that's just number 1. Number 2, you'll be voting on what kind of Halloween costume I'll be dressing up as, all right? So, pretty awesome. A double goal month, where I usually don't do that typically, all right? I hope we hit it. I really would like to do this event, but again, just like last month, I have to stick to my guns, because if I just do the event without hitting the funding goal, there's no point in doing an event at all or having a goal at all, right? It's supposed to be a motivational factor to get people to pledge. So if you like Halloween, you want to see this event go down on Halloween, please pledge this month to my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidefil. Now, FYI, just to give you an idea of some of the future events coming up the next few months, there's going to be a event that's going to be multiplayer, meaning you can get in and, play multiplayer games with me, including all the hot new releases coming out, like Destiny 2, which is out right now, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Call of Duty World War II, Star Wars Battlefront 2. All those games are going to be included in this event coming up. All right. There's also going to be a Christmas event where you're going to be able to nominate and vote Christmas-themed games for me to play on or around Christmas during a marathon. Okay, and there's going to be a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds event on which you're going to basically allow me to do a marathon of that game. I'm going to do a whole marathon day of that game once it's released on Xbox One. So those are some future Patreon events coming up. They're pretty good. I'm looking forward to them, right? And the cool thing is that once all those are done, then it'll probably be time for another Patron's Choice, right? So pretty cool that we're rotating through all this stuff, and I think it's going to be a great few months for Patreon. So check it out. Again, patreon.com/darksidefil for all the details. Keep in mind, when you pledge to my Patreon, it's not just for the monthly event. You also get personal perks, like getting premium forum access or getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos, being able to get your question answered guaranteed on my Q&A show, Ask the King, which is going to happen at the end of October, and also getting a private Q&A video made, which I just mentioned earlier on this pre-stream that I just filmed 2 private Q&A videos for patrons. So, there you have it. All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, obviously today, if you're here on stream, you're here to see, what I'm up to today. A lot of you stream regulars, I recognize your friendly faces. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. If you're not a stream regular, keep in mind that you can do things such as cheering, subbing, and tipping, all right, during the stream. If you do any of those things, I will give you a verbal shout-out. It may not be immediate, but I will give you a verbal shout-out when I get a chance, between the combat, obviously. If you cheer 50 bits or more, if you sub to the channel and click on the share button as you sub, or if you tip $2 or more, you will actually get an on-screen pop-up notification for any of those. So it's kind of double recognition. You get the on-screen prompt, plus you get the verbal recognition. Thank you, right? Now, real quick, I would ask this, folks, if you have the opportunity and the ability, the liberty, per se, to choose between those 3 things. Like, let's say you're, oh man, I could cheer, sub, or tip. Which should I do? What helps fill the most? I would ask that, basically, for the next month or so, if you could, please tip me. The reason being is that right now, financially, things are very, very tight. And I want to say extremely special thanks to everyone who tipped me last month and into this month. I actually have gotten past the tough time here where I have to pay all my bills and all the bills clear and everything. But I got 1 more month to get through before I get paid for my pretty awesome August. If for those who aren't aware, the month of August was great for me. I had the best streaming month ever. It actually surpassed what I make on YouTube, which is crazy. It was the first month that's ever happened. I want to keep it that way. All right? If I can keep it that way, it means I don't have to worry about stupid YouTube ad revenues going up and down and screwing me over, right? But I need to keep it that way. So, thank you to all you who supported me last month and this month. We got through the tough September. Now we got 1 more month to get through till finally in October I get paid for August. And boom, then you don't have to hear me talk about this shit anymore. Then I can just be like, do whatever you want. I'm happy no matter whatever happens, through this tight time. But we have to get there. So if you have the ability to choose, I would appreciate it if you tip me, because tips I get right now means it hits my bank account right now, which means I could pay bills right now. Versus if you cheer or you sub, I still get that. It still helps. And I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. I'm very appreciative of everyone who does that. But that stuff gets hung up for 2 months, and I won't see it till November. All right? All right. Let's do shout-outs, and then let's get started. I'm trying to get through pre-stream as quickly as possible, if you can't tell. All right. Here we go. So let's go all the way down here to what happened when we started the stream. Vera opened up the cheering today with a 100-bit cheer and said, "How are you today?" I'm doing pretty good. And I'll be honest with everyone, my voice is getting better and better every single day. Yesterday definitely helped because I didn't stream at all. I think you can hear it in my voice, right? It's more energetic. It doesn't sound like it's gunked up. It's getting better. And really, all right, really honestly, I think it's because the air conditioner is off most of the time. Now it's on. I just had to turn it on because it was over 80 degrees in my office. I had to cave and turn it back on. But I think over the next few weeks, as the temperatures dip here in Washington, in fact, in a few days, it's supposed to be only in the 60s, which is crazy. That's awesome. I want it to be that cool because that means then I could turn off the air conditioner, take it out of the window, and leave the window open. The office will be nice and cool, fresh air coming in, and I'll finally be cleared up and good. Like, I'm very excited to basically get better, you know, because I've been gunked up and nasty all summer from allergies and from having the air conditioner, stale air and everything. I need to get better, you know. So I'm feeling better, and in addition to that, I'm energized. You know, I didn't stream yesterday. I'm actually very pumped to jump into streaming today. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it, especially because I get to co-op with, you know, Venomous Fat Man, who I haven't played stuff with in a while. And, you know, Brian's joining us again. It's going to be a fun stream. It's going to be a good one. Shout out to Vera, who did another 10-bit cheer and said, that spider knew what you were planning. Well, if that spider knew what I was planning, that spider probably should not have come into my living room and ran up to my face. I'm just saying. If it hit, I wouldn't have given a shit. So, you know, out of sight, out of mind. If the spider hides in the corner or whatever and eats bugs, I don't care. If the spider runs out onto my floor, you know what I mean, is jumping around the living room, I'm going to kill it. And that's what happened. Daniels Venson did a 10-bit cheer, and he says, don't kill spiders, pick them up and place them outside. Dude, you obviously haven't seen the size of the spiders I have. I couldn't even pick the fucker up. I'm serious. I wouldn't be able to fit it in my hands without crushing it. The spiders are huge. It wasn't a little spider. It was giant. The spiders we get out here are big-ass fucking brown spiders. Now, I've actually, a couple years ago, I took a picture and put it up on Twitter, and someone said, no, those are not poisonous. So that's lucky that they're not poisonous, at least. But, yeah, we get big fuckers out here. So, you know, if it was a little itty-bitty dude, yeah, I'd probably put him outside. But, gotta be safe here. Shout out to Monique, who did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you, Monique, for the 200-bit cheer. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Tantamounter, who did a 100-bit cheer and said hashtag charity. Oh, crap. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to bring it up. Thank you very much, Tantamounter, for reminding me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to cheer on today's stream, please use the hashtag charity in your cheer. If you do so, Twitch will actually donate to charity. For every cheer with the hashtag charity in it, Twitch will donate to charity, okay? So please include hashtag cheer in any cheers that you do. As of right now, I don't know because I didn't take a look here. Every time someone does it, every time someone cheers with the hashtag charity, it actually tells us what the running total is. And I haven't seen that today yet. But, oh, here it is. Thank you, Vera. She just did it. It's $68,889 have been raised for Extra Life so far. 5 days more to support that. And if you keep cheering with, I think Twitch said they will donate up to $200,000. With 5 days left, it's unlikely they're going to reach that much. But it would certainly be nice if they could reach at least $100,000, right? So please, if you are going to cheer, include hashtag charity, okay? Thank you, thank you. Also, I forgot to mention, if you're not subbed to my channel, Twitch is running a promotion until October 2nd that for first-time subbers, it's half price. So any level, it could be the $5 level, the $10 level, or $25, it's half price until the 2nd if you are not currently a sub of my channel. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Alright, Kekin did a 10-bit cheer, and he says, as much as I bet Marvel Infinite is going to be meh, it's still a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, and I'm getting excited. Well, I don't know. Like, am I getting super pumped? No, but at the same time, it seems like it's a more old-school Marvel vs. Capcom game. Like, since it doesn't have the X-Men characters, a lot of the more over-the-top zany combos and shit may not be in it. I don't know. I want to reserve judgment because now I said that and watch it be, like, even worse than fucking MVC 3. But we'll see. We'll all see next week when we get our hands on it, right? Shout out to Last Rambo, who did 100-bit cheers. Says, Phil is a spider killer. PETA is coming after you. No, they're not. I dare them to come after me for killing fucking spiders that are invading my living room. Go right ahead. And shout out to Vera, who did a 10-bit cheer. She says, we have spiders like that here, but they tend to stay hidden, and most of the time, hashtag charity. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I actually don't dislike spiders. I like spiders. I know that spiders eat the other critters that would cause problems for me. I'm well aware of this. And I don't want other bugs in my house, okay? I prefer if spiders would eat them all. The problem is when the spider oversteps its boundaries and decides to come out and, you know, come onto open living areas. And, like, for example, you remember that DSP Tries It I did about a month ago where I was reviewing a sandwich and a fucking spider rappels down in the background of the video into my living room? No! Absolutely not. You can stay on the ceiling. You can stay in the corner. You know what I mean? Stay out of sight. Eat the bugs. But I don't want you coming out and, you know, fucking with my stuff and running into me and covering me in spider webs and shit. Get out of here. So, you know, it is what it is. Spiders are good and bad. You know, like most things in life. There's good things and bad things to everything, right? All right, I think that's it. I think we could get started here with Destiny 2, right? Shout out to Golden Colts, who just did a 40-bit cheer, hashtag charity. Thank you, Golden Colts. Appreciate that. Vera's did a 10-bit cheer and says, I should tame the spiders and stick them on the detractors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you may not realize this, but my detractors, unlike me, most of the time, are not public personas. They don't go out there and share personal information about their lives, like where they live and stuff like that. That's the difference. I'm the target. I'm an easy target because I've always been a public person. I share a lot of stuff with all of you, my viewing audience, versus them, you know, hide behind their computers, or maybe they will. Some of them are brave, and you know what? I gotta give props. If you are gonna step up and you're gonna criticize someone publicly, at least have the balls to show yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have some kind of balls, and some of them do. And so for those, I have to at least give them some props and say, even if you don't like me, at least if you step up and you show yourself publicly, at least I can give you some kind of respect, because at least you have balls. It's the people who hide behind the fucking internet anonymity that are the worst. That's the worst of the worst, right? But anyway, I couldn't really train spiders and send them after people. I don't think that's possible yet. Maybe someday. But I probably wouldn't anyway. And Wise Guy Inc. just cheered 10 bits and said hashtag charity. Thank you, Wise Guy Inc. Alright. So, I think we're good to go. Let me just double check everything. My phone. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get everything muted, and you know, I don't want any distractions once we start here. Okay, good. Ornites just did a 10-bit cheer. He says, have you ever been to Walmart? Anything awkward if you do shop there? No, I've been to Walmart, but incidentally, this is kind of funny. I've never actually lived near one. Like right now, there is a Walmart here in Washington. It's a little bit out of the way. It's actually in a busier area that's more like very heavy traffic. So even if I wanted to shop there, it would be more of a hassle. Because I have a localized kind of grocery store / variety store right across the street from me, where I pretty much get all my basic stuff. And yeah, the prices are a little bit higher, but the fact that I don't have to drive out of my way and spend gas to sit in traffic or whatever, you know, is a little bit better. Plus, they actually have a really good rewards program where I earn back money and stuff. So, even though there's a Walmart here, I don't shop at it. And Drac just did a 33-bit cheer, hashtag charity, last of my bits, oh well. Well, Drac, it's appreciated. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone who is using the hashtag charity. Please remember to do so if you're going to cheer, so that way you give the charity. I mean, it just makes sense. No skin off my back or your back. If we can help people out, do it, right? All right, are we good? The real King Ghidorah just give me some advice in the stream chat. Hold on. He says, when you get luminous engrams, save them for when you hit the soft cap at around 265 to 270. I'm assuming the reason being is because once I hit that level, then it'll be very hard to get good equipment to raise my level, and then if I use all those engrams, it'll give me good stuff. I'm assuming that's why he's saying that. Alright, folks, I think it's time. So here's what I'm going to do. As usual, when I play... I almost said Overwatch. Holy shit. Anyway. As usual, when I play Destiny 2, give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to set up the private party and the fire team, get it going. And then we're going to get launched here. But it's going to be like 5 minutes of dead air as I set it up, okay? Fair enough? Alright, everyone. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Destiny 2. We're going to try Nightfall and other stuff to raise our power, or our light levels, excuse me, to prepare for raids. Sound good? Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks, everyone. See you then.